Yo, what's good? This is Taz Taylor, music producer, Internet Money, and this is No Jumper. From Jacksonville, Florida, north side. Pretty bad there. Ain't no hope, ain't no nothing. Just people trying to be normal. My mom was like a barista at Starbucks. My dad left when I was 3, so I had a stepdaddy as a drummer in a band. And when they would take like smoke breaks and shit, I'd come in, like play music instruments, drums, guitar, everything. So I started playing guitar at 3, just learned music theory on my own, like playing on my own and all that shit. I grew up on like all the old bands like Kiss and Motley Crue and all that shit, Van Halen. You know, as soon as I started going to school and shit, the area I was from, you know, rap and all that shit was pretty big, so I started picking up there. I remember like my cousins and shit listening to fucking Master P. That was like the first rappers. 504 Boys, all that shit from the South. When I was a little bit older, trap music started coming around, Gucci Mane, T.I., all that shit. I was a fan of music in general and shit. When I turned like 12, 13, rap and all that shit really hit for me. And it's like I was doing guitars and music and all that shit, like I was in bands, you know what I mean? That's where like my musical influence come from. I felt like music was something that like my mom wanted me to do or my dad wanted me to do because it was making them happy. And they always thought it'd be like Dimebag Darrell or some shit, you know what I mean, from Pantera. But that's just not what I want to do. I feel like it's something they wanted me to do, so I quit. And then like that was 13. I was tatted at the age of 12. Dropped out of school 7th grade, man. I was homeschooled 6th grade. And for some reason I didn't do the work in 6th grade. So whenever I was trying to go back to regular school 7th grade, they were just like, fuck it, we're gonna take you 7th grade. We don't care about, you know, making you pass the test or whatever. So 7th grade, I failed it 3 times. Just that, not that I was stupid or dumb or didn't understand, I just didn't care. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm leaving. I told my mom I'm dropping out. She was like, cool. I dropped out. So I was a graphic designer on the internet. When you're a graphic designer, a lot of people have a lot of downtime and shit. I wasn't making any money from it at the time. And my mom I was always told like, I'm gonna make my first dollar, I'm gonna make my first this on the internet, I'm gonna do that. And my sisters and my mom were like, you ain't gonna make shit, like, you know what I mean? We were living in shit, like shitty ass like house and everything. So that was my goal at one point, just like to make $1 off the internet doing anything, graphic design, whatever. So there's a lot of downtime. People told me straight up like, here's FL Studio, try to make beats on it. And because I have a background in music, I was like, I'll try it, I'll fuck with it. My first beat was awful. And like just the process of making the beat and shit, I used to fuck with like MTV Music Generator and shit. And so that was like cool. And I used to like bring that over to FL. The fact that like I felt that same passion I felt when I was little for music then, I just like fuck graphic design. I didn't never make $1 in anything. I never had a job, nothing until I started selling beats on the internet. From the ages 17 to 18 is when I actually started making beats. And it was around that same time like my mom got cancer and everything. And that's when I was just like, I gotta take this shit serious. She was still working at Starbucks and seeing her like break down, going through that shit, it'll fuck you up. So I was just like helping pay her bills and all that shit off, selling beats on the internet. Well, my beats were shit. Like I was like making beats for like 2 months. But people in Jacksonville were buying my beats because they knew the situation. And that just gave me the motivation to keep going. It wasn't happening until I got in a beef with Ninth Wonder on Instagram or Twitter, where he was like just talking shit about type beat producers and everything. And I linked up with my manager Bird, who was a part of Brick Squad and all that. And he straight up told me, he's like, yo, you got this internet money shit going on, blah, blah, blah. You could really turn this into some crazy next level shit. And I was just like, all right, this is my chance to jump the industry, so I'm gonna listen to him. And it's just like, it was like some crazy shit happened. Like it was meant to be, because the next day I get a call from Steven Victor, which is Designer's manager. And he's like, yo, you send beats to Designer? I'm like, nah, I send no beats to Designer, I got it off my YouTube. And he's like, damn, well, you got this single with him, and it was Big Sean at the time. And then it ended up just being like, over time, Gucci Mane hopped on it, they took Big Sean off, I guess because like some Kendrick diss or beef or whatever between the two. And about 5 months later, that was my first song, so that was last year. Last year was my first real big record. It was Gucci Mane, Designer Life. From then on, at that point, selling beats online. Once I don't know, man, it's hard to explain like placements, because I was always fuck the industry so much. Like I don't want to work with these artists, because I was making more in every industry producer you could think of. At that point, there's industry producers I know, it's like, I was like, man, I just want to come to Atlanta, and they're like, don't come to Atlanta, you'll make 10, 20 grand a year. And these are people I looked up to. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because I'm making, you know, over $500,000 online. So I got my placement in June, July, it dropped, the Gucci Mane Designer record. August, I signed my pub deal with Atlantic. And as soon as I signed my deal and I got my check, I was like, I don't need this shit. I don't need to sell beats no more. I quit. And I ain't sold beats since then. Get my pub deal in general from Atlantic, it was more so Bird, because Bird's so connected in the industry, my manager. And everything is him, bro. Like my label deal, my pub deal, everything, because he believed in me when no one else did. And he seen something in me, so I didn't even know what like pub deals were possible. He's like, no, we're talking to Atlantic. They want to give you pub deal XYZ, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I just did it. And then I only have one placement. And I, did that shit, and I came in like I'm gonna outwork everybody. And that's what I started doing. And then they put me, I signed the same week as Lil Sky signed. So they put us in the same studio together and shit, and that's how we first linked up. It's like, bro, I fuck with your beats, this shit's crazy, blah, 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 and, same way. And yeah, the next week we did this whole album. Well, like 5 joints on this album. For the past couple months, because my team Internet Money, we were first on like artists like Juice WRLD, who signed to Interscope, and Paris, who signed to 300, he's Tyler Grosso's dude, and all that. I was trying to sign them and shit just wasn't working like I wanted to work for the situation that I was in. So I was about to sign this label deal, and they reached out last second, like, come to New York. Interscope and Alamo did, and they flew me out. They just offered me a crazy amount of money to deal, something I couldn't turn down. Producers want to be like Metro Boomin, you know what I mean? Like, that's like the cap right now, like the top. I don't want to be Metro Boomin. I want to be Jimmy Iovine, Leo Cohen, like these bigger people. Producing beats and shit gets old after a while. I want to be like one of the biggest executives. Yeah, so 3 years ago, I was at South by Southwest with this artist I was working with, More Money, and we were just fucking around. His name was More Money. His art director's name was Art Money. And it's just funny that, like, I was on the internet, and they were just like, man, we're gonna call you Internet Money, and it was just a troll. So I put it as like just a tweet in like 2014. Like, all these producers started running off with it. They started tweeting out Internet Money, hashtagging Internet Money, all that shit, and I was just like, might be something here, I should just like run with it. So I changed, you could change the name on your Twitter to Internet Money, or the name. So I changed it to Internet Money. I ain't changed it since. And everybody's just like, hashtag Internet Money, shout out Taz, I'm getting this Internet Money, I'm getting PayPal notifications. Because I used to wake up to like $500 in my bank account just every day off selling beats online, doing that shit. And it was just like motivation, like, it's Internet Money. And then I started recruiting producers like Nick Mirren. He did Fuck Love With Me, Trippie Redd, XXX. He did the Juice WRLD shit, like All Girls Are The Same. He has like every Juice WRLD record that's gonna come out. And that's how it started from there. I started building with Nick Mirren, and now I have 12 producers that I'm signed and working with, putting on. There's a lot of misconceptions in this shit with music producers. Like, producers like to say they're in this shit by themselves, but every major producer has a team under them, or a little homie, little producer, someone helping them out. But the thing is, like, it's all teamwork, bro. There's a team of motherfuckers, but they want to hold all the clout and the name, everything for themselves. They don't never let their homie shine. So I bring all my homies out to LA. I put them in sessions with me. I play all their beats 100%. I don't play my beats at all. I don't play shit of mine. And I just like quarterback the session and actually produce instead of making beats. Because, production is more than just making an actual beat. I help songwrite. I help with top lines, melodies, words with artists. I bring in songwriters, I quarterback shit, I put plays together. It's more than just making beats. That's how I help them out. They're in there cooking up 9 producers, 10 producers, 12 producers at a time. Headphones, laptops, each one's got a laptop. And I'm just like, yo, send me beats. They send the beat, hand it to me on a hard drive. I'm in with, Greedo or Skies or whoever. Plug that shit in. I'm like, yo, you should get on like this. This is how you should come on it. And we just rock like that the whole session. Internet beats with me. People don't like me, man, because I'm honest. I'm not here to impress nobody. People see me every day. I'm in the same, like, hoodie, shit. I'm not here to dress up, impress somebody. I'm just an honest person. So the fact that I look how I look and I talk my shit and my team's winning and I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing, people hate it and they're jealous. And the fact that, like, I was making the money I was making, I'm making the moves I'm making, and they're trying so hard to be somebody they're not, and they're not comfortable with, and they ain't making shit. But someone who's 100% comfortable with who they are is out here doing shit they can't do or even fathom of doing, they hate it. So just like all these producers, or there's people who has the Internet Money and don't want to work, and that, like, I have the craziest work ethic. I get in the studio at noon and I don't leave until like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I did 56 beats in one session before. People don't want to come out to LA. People don't want to work. People don't want to submit for placements. People don't see the vision. They just get mad and hostile, bro, because at the end of the day, like, it's just jealousy. That's what it all stems from. But that's the thing, like, whenever I get in with an artist, like, I can sit here and name artists that, like, y'all like, oh wow, like, Skies and shit. But whenever I started working with Skies, nobody knew Skies really. So I like getting in whenever they ain't really like got egos or they don't care. They're just there to make music. So it's about the end product more so, like, oh, I'm just in the studio with a producer or an artist. So, like, I've been in there with Skies where we just did 10 hours on one fucking record, and people wouldn't believe it, but that's what it was. Actually, like, crazy shit, I seen like altercations with people and shit. Like, I can't say that, but like Smokey and Baby and shit. I've seen tons of shit. I just don't like putting it out there. I mean, I'm already tired of it. Like, I'm taking years off my life to do this shit. Like, to be a producer, it's not about you. It's about the end product. It's about putting together something with the artist that the people who fuck with that artist are gonna want to listen to and touch them in a certain way. So it's not about, a lot of these producers and shit, they make it like they want to be bigger than the artist. They want to be the artist essentially. And I'm just in there. That's why a lot of artists fuck with me, because I'm not in there trying to chase clout. I'm not in there trying to do none of this shit. I just want to make a record. So doing the sessions and shit that I do, it takes a toll on your body and shit. You're in there for 16 hours. Like, I got a girl, I got a son. They hate that I'm out here in LA doing my shit. I'm ready for this shit to be over, but that's why I got a team of producers, because I could just pass it on to them while I'm like doing my bigger shit. As for goals, I don't have goals. If you set goals and it's just like that's the limit for you. People can always set new goals, but it's like, I came in just wanting to get a placement. I got a placement. It's like, now what? I want to get certain people fucking with me, and it's like, now what? They fuck with me now. You know what I mean? So it's just like, every day is a new day. I start from scratch. The shit I did yesterday don't matter today. I could have placements. I got hella plaques on the wall. I just signed a deal for $2 million up front. You know what I mean? Like my own label deal and shit. I make $500,000 a year online, still selling kits and beats and everything like that. My producers are making hella bread. I'm still selling beats online, like doing that shit. Like, people buy my old beats. I don't upload beats, but they buy them still. So it's just like, there's nothing I can't do anymore. The minute you adapt that reality, like, everything that we see and know is created by somebody who's the same exact person as you. There's no rules or limitations on anything you want to do. Then anything, you could fucking conquer the fucking world if you wanted to. There's an A&R at Atlantic. Adam knows him well. His name's Eli. And this motherfucker, Eli, was like, yo, Taz, so listen to me, right? I got this fucking young boy, or not young boy, but young boy's fucking killing it right now, by the way. But I got this fucking Adam 22 single. It's fucking fire. It's fucking fire. TK's on it. We might get Block Boy on it. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's so lit right now. And I'm like, all right, you gonna give me the acapella? So he sent me the acapella, and so I sent it to my team. I'm like, yo, let's knock this shit out of the park. This shit's easy. It's TK. We all fuck with TK. And we did 14 versions off the rip. Most producers did one. I think like 808 Mafia submitted, Ronnie J submitted, Big Head submitted. No, I didn't submit. Big Head didn't submit, but a bunch of producers submitted and shit, and it was just like, Eli ended up fucking with one of the joints. And so we did 14 off rip right there to that song. This for Block Boilers on anything. And then fucking working me like shit, because then they pick one and they want to rearrange it or do verses different or do drops or add melodies or take out drums or do this shit. So we ended up doing like fucking 38 different versions of the hard song. Many days spent for fucking Adam 22 and No Jumper and Eli at Atlantic. And shout out to my team, man. Shout out to Internet Money. Shout out to Nick Mir. Shout out to Platsis, who did the hard record, TK Block Boy, with me, with Adam. Shout out to Side Piece. Shout out to Casey Supreme. Shout out to Roy Major. Shout out to every Internet Money member, every Internet Money supporter. I appreciate y'all, and I'm just gonna pave the way for internet producers and show people that, like, getting this millions is done. You can be who the fuck you want to be. You ain't gotta be somebody you're not, and still take over the fucking game, period.